Hey, what's up, rock stars? It's Rox coming to you today with a review for Power Book 4, Force, Season 2, Episode 7. And let me just remind you guys that I think the show is going to be off for 2 weeks, so we get a little bit of a break. Not that anybody's excited about it, but you know, I hate doing videos on the weekend, so it works out perfectly for me. But anyway, you guys, the review. Let's get to it, shall we? All right, you guys, so the show opens with Vic. Vic just killed the Fed, Vargas, right? And Tommy was like, what the fuck? How did he know where we were? Okay, I knew he wasn't following me because I had eyes everywhere. And Vic was like, I don't know, you know? And Tommy was like, I bet it was you, okay? So Tommy goes to the car. Vic was like, what you doing? He was like, they got to have a tracker on this car, something, all right? And Vic goes to his car and he starts looking on the inside. Tommy's like, what you doing? And you know, it's not going to be on the inside. Vic was like, you never know. We don't want to leave any stone unturned. So Vic was like, let me try to find this motherfucking tracker. I was like, Vic, you could have at least kind of searched around a little bit more. He goes up to his car and then he's like, here it is. Look, a tracker. Like, ain't that about a bitch? In your car. I said, Tommy, and you didn't think anything strange about that? Tommy's so off right now. He's so off, you know, he off balance, so he ain't thought. But if he would have thought about it, he would have known that shit was fishy. Anyway, Tommy started getting all of the shit. He was like, you know, clean this shit up, get all your shit, take his shit, go get rid of it, okay? And just go home. Don't say nothing to nobody. Tommy wanted to look like a robbery. I said, yeah, Vic, don't tell Stacy nothing. So, you know, Vic goes home. He's stressed the fuck out. Okay, I told you that shooting was going to haunt him. But he don't even really have time to stress too much about it because there's a knock at his door and it's the investigator hubby. He like, come on with me. Okay, takes him down there to that old mean ass Stacy. And baby, let me tell you something. Stacy got a dead agent on her hands. Okay, Stacy is really not happy. What the fuck is going on here? We found the body last night. What happened last night? Vic was just like, ain't nothing. I mean, he wired me up. We went to the place, you know, everything was fine. I was supposed to meet him at the meeting spot and he never showed up. She was like, bullshit, you not telling me everything, Vic. Are you protecting Tommy Egan? Well, at this point, Vic is protecting himself, baby, because Vic is going to be in trouble anywhere he turns. Vic was like, what are you talking about? I just gave you the tape. I mean, we have him on tape. You're talking to the DSDs or the whatevers. Okay, like, what else do you want from me, lady? She was like, yeah, that's before Vargas turned up dead. Now, what I'm supposed to do now? I said, uh-oh, the voice is starting to shake. He was like, you moving the goalposts. Like, how am I going to ever make you happy? And she was just like, oh, am I supposed to believe that this was a coincidence? Let me tell you something. If I can connect you to that murder, you going to jail for the rest of your life. Oh, murder, nigga, murder. And he was just like, well, good thing I ain't got nothing to do with it. Okay, so Vic is trying to play it cool. I know he had the bubble guts, though. I want every fucking name, number, address, social security number, data. So Stacy then gave him some homework. She said, hey, you better not even think about leaving town. No, I don't think Vic will be leaving anytime soon. So, of course, afterwards, you know, she big, bad, and tough Stacy. But when she get in the hallway, you know, she talking to investigator hubby. She just like, what am I going to do? Oh, my God. I cannot believe Vargas is dead. Like, what am I going to tell this man's wife? And investigator hubby was just like, yeah, this was bad. But Stacy was just like, I know that Tommy is behind this. Vic knows a whole lot more. He ain't saying nothing. But you know what? It's time for a show of force. She was like, these motherfuckers want to kill somebody. We gonna turn it back on them, honey. Hell has no fury. All right? Stacy was like, we about to go to war on these motherfuckers. Yes. We about to hit CBI. We about to hit everybody. We gonna let them know that they can't fuck with the FBI and think that they can get away with that shit. And investigator hubby was like, you know what? You crazy, but I'm in. Okay? I'm in it with you all the way. And she was just like, oh, she's so relieved, you know. She walk up to him and she give him a kiss. And child, as soon as that hand went up to his cheek, all gingerly and tenderly, I almost threw up. I was like, girl, I know you guys don't expect, listen here, Curtis Jackson. I know y'all don't think that we gonna believe that these two was ever in a relationship. Okay? Is that what you guys are trying to do? Because we don't buy that shit. Anyway, she kissed him, and we had one little small tender moment. I think that's the only tender we gonna get out of Stacy. Okay, but then when she finished, then the face changes, and she can't even enjoy this little bit of tender, And he was just like, oh God, like damn, I thought we was going somewhere. Like, what's wrong now, Stacy? I see it in your face. And she was just like, you know what I'm about to do? I'm about to go rattle some cages and see what fall out. Tommy goes home because he's assuming that the wires is everywhere. So he goes home, he's all checking around and everything, and Maria is still there. She's still in the bed sleep. She wake up, what are you looking for? And he was just like, you know what, Maria? He been here, he done this. He done lied to his past girlfriends in the past, and that didn't work out. Okay, Holly and Keisha, but he ain't got time to explain that right now. All he knows is that it ain't good, Maria. Okay, now he will answer her question, but do you really want to know the answer? She was just like, yeah, maybe not, but thank you for being honest with me. Anyways, he want to see her tomorrow, but he got to get out of here. He got shit to do. The block is hot right now. She understand, okay? So he leaves, and she goes back to sleep. I guess she was like, this my man house now. I ain't got to go nowhere. Now, let's jump over to Diamond. So Diamond, child, he done worked Leon mama out so good, honey. She next morning making breakfast. Okay, and he come in there, and she was just like, don't worry about it, because Leon has spent the night over his friend's house. He ain't coming home for a while, and Jamal is in Detroit. He won't be back for a couple of days, so it's just me and y'all. I said, what you worried about Jamal for? Didn't you just tell us last week that y'all wasn't together? Okay, I mean, Diamond went and choked the nigga out and everything, even though I don't believe that was the end of Jamal, but y'all seem to believe that. So yeah, she not worried about Jamal either, even though she mentions his name. So Diamond was just like, okay, good. So he sit down and everything, and she was just like, this ain't nothing but a little fuck. Okay, I know you think it's serious, but it's not. And he was just like, damn. And she was just like, yeah, I've been asking around about you. I know about you, David, but the streets named him Diamond Sampson, head of CBI, gangster, drug dealer, kingpin. Okay, and he was just like, oh, that ain't me at all. And she was just like, oh, is that right? Because Maya told me when somebody show you who they are, then you gotta believe it. He was just like, oh, okay, yeah, but I can show you better than I can tell you. And she was just like, I can't wait till you could tell me a little bit more. Now, later on, Diamond is talking to Tommy, and Tommy is telling him about what happened. Diamond was like, fuck a fucking fed. And Tommy was just like, I know, but trust me, it was really nothing else that we could do. So you're going to have to sweep everything, at the house. We just got to assume that the trackers might be everywhere. So sweep your house, sweep the car, sweep the barbershop, everything. Also, Che is in town. Okay. And his daughter's got the quinceañera that's going on. Maria told him that at the house. And he gonna talk to Che about it. And Diamond don't think that's a good idea, because Diamond never thinks anything is a good idea. Diamond wants to get with Sons of Destruction, because now that they got the DSDs, the Sons of Destruction, and then that's it. They ain't got to do nothing else. They got everything that they need. Tommy was just like, I put out word in the street that the Serbs was cut off, so they gonna be fighting over there with Miguel and everything. Just let them do that. In the meantime, Tommy got all these plans for Shay, and Diamond was just like, no, this is not a good time, because the feds are all over us. And Tommy was just like, sometimes with chaos, it brings opportunity. So he tells Diamond, listen, I need you to be at the meeting with the SODs. Like tonight, you gotta be there. And Diamond was just like, all right, I'll be there. So after he finished talking to Diamond, he run into town, he get him a donut. When he coming out, walking to his car, here all of a sudden this big old SUV just comes speeding up to him. Tommy not scared. Hell, he Tommy motherfucking Egan, okay? And they come skidding to a stop, and then Stacy and her boys get out. And she was just like, Tommy Egan. And he was just like, do I know you? Nope. You probably don't want to know her either, Tommy. She was like, I'm stick up my ass, Stacy. I don't know what her last name was. And again, he's just looking at her like, oh, okay, so what's the problem? She was just like, we know about you faking your death in New York City. Okay, you don't think you're going to come to my city and resurrect your business. Doing business with the CBIs and the Flynn's and the Serbs. And you selling a whole lot of drugs. Shaking voice. Calm down, Stacy. Tommy was just like, allegedly. You have to use that word allegedly. And she was just like, oh, no, I don't, honey. Because when they facts, I don't have to. And then he was just like, oh, facts, huh? She was just like, just like it's a fact that you fucking Miguel's sister. When he find out about that, he ain't gonna be too happy about that. And that kind of knocked Tommy back a few pegs, but just a few. I said, score one for Stacy. She don't win too often, child. Her and Jenard, they running a race. So she just looking at him because she could tell that little Miguel Morea information threw him off. And he was just like, sounds like it's time for me to call my lawyer. And she was just like, yeah, you do that. Okay. So she gets in her car. Come on, boys, let's go. And she leaves, and Tommy does call his lawyer. Okay. Yeah, he got to run a few things by her. Now, Tommy goes to Vic's house. And, you know, Tommy's just sort of like, fuck, you wouldn't believe the day I'm having. Okay. The feds is all over us. And Vic was just like, how do you know that? He was just like, because the bitch just pulled up on me. Stacy, stick up the ass Stacy. Vic was like, fuck. He should have known. He was like, what did she say? Nothing much, but they about to make life really difficult. Okay, so I need you to not lose your shit on this one, Vic. You got to stay solid. We already know how they're going to do. They're going to try to just reach out to like the corner boys, the low-hanging fruit, to see if they can get somebody to snitch, you know, tell on everything. That's why we got to keep this coalition airtight. Like, we can't have no problems. And Vic was just like, oh, if you don't want no problem, then you need to get rid of Jenard. Jenard is the problem. Either Jenard or his sister. He was like, they the same kind of people, Tommy. Just hear me out, okay? They the same kind of people, opportunists. All right, so we need to keep a good eye on them. And I know that Jenard went and met with Claudia, and Claudia's working with the SODS now. He was like, fuck, you didn't tell me that? He was just like, I mean, I didn't want to bother you, but now that we talking about it, if we need to be talking about anybody that might be the fucking snitch around here, then it's probably going to be Claudia and or Jenard. They're probably ones turned them in our direction, and Tommy was just like, yep, you know what, you right. I was just like, Tommy, you involved too much with people that have emotional stake with each other. I mean, you messing with Morea, who is the sister to Miguel, who supplies your drugs. You fucking with Diamond, whose brother is Jenard, who's a, you know, part-time crackhead, other time fucking around with this girl who is running his life. But that's blood brothers there. And then you fucking with Vic, whose blood sister is Claudia. And Claudia is a problem. And it's just like, Tommy, why are you involving yourself and trusting these people that really is just a step? It's not even 6 degrees of separation. They are really just a step or two away from really fucking up your whole program. You sure you want to do this, Tommy? Be smart. Okay, and we know that Tommy was never the brains of an operation. Now, speaking of Claudia, Claudia's down there, Shantae the Showstopper's gym. I know it's Shawnee the Showstopper, but we gonna call her Shantae because y'all know me. Once a name is in my brain, that's their name, okay? So she down at Shantae the Showstopper gym, and she tells Shantae, like, girl, you ain't gonna believe this, okay? They got this areas, the Viagra triangle down there where the clubs and shit are. Like, that's our new territory. Like, we can do a whole bunch of work over there. And Shantae was just like, bitch, now what? Why is it that I'm just finding out about this now? I thought we was partners. We said we was working together, right? Bitch, you was trying to cut a move and the shit didn't work out. And now that you need my help, now you here talking to me. And she was just like, no, girl, that is not how it happened. Okay? But I do need you. Okay, so are you in? And she was just like, yeah, girl, I'm in and everything, but don't make decisions without me from here on out, please. Thank you. And Claudia just smiles at her. This is working out perfectly for Claudia. So Claudia, you know, she's at home and baby, she putting her money in her safe. You know, she got a few dollars again, you know. Claudia back in the game. God damn it, they kill her daddy and look at how things turn up for her. Turns around and, well, only good can last for so long. Mirkovich walks in. And he said, you know what, young girl, is you playing a very dangerous game. And she was just like, oh, I'm not playing no games. He said, you playing something? Because Mirkovich is already up on what's going down at the Viagra Triangle. He know that Claudia down there making moves and everything. He don't like it. So what you gonna do is you gonna cut him in and we gonna all be partners, or you can just keep us out of it and we'll pull off the detail off of you. And I'll let Tommy know that you don't have any more security. Okay? Well, she don't want that. Why you gotta be so hasty, Mirkovich? That shit ain't got nothing to do with you. We only dealing with the north side. And he was just like, no, you don't understand, girl. I wants it all too. So yeah, I need to get in on that Viagra Triangle. again, do you want me to take the security off? Well, no, she don't want him to do that. So it looked like now they got another partner. I said, oh, Shantae, the showstopper, not gonna like this. She was just like, well, it seems I don't have a choice. And he was just like, yeah, I'm glad you see it that way. You don't. And then his boy pull him to the side and says, bad news. We found out that Tommy, is meeting with the SODs. I was just like, how the fuck people know? I mean, do they make a little check mark on an Excel spreadsheet or something? How all of a sudden Mirkovich people know what Tommy doing already? He just made the damn decision not too long ago. But Mirkovich don't like that shit. Tommy is trying to poach our business. Well, we gonna show him, okay? Because they can show him better than they can tell him. Now let's jump back over to Diamond. So Diamond feeling pretty good, post-coital and shit. He got him something and everything, His worker is leaving the shop, going off to do the day's work. I mean, it's a good day. Except the PO walks in and Diamond is just like, oh, God. Like, what's the problem now, PO? And the PO is like, this nigga always looking around. Fuck you looking at? Hello, I'm down here. Okay, he all looking around. I ain't talked to you since you talked to the community the other day. And, you did a good job. The PO was impressed. He feels like that's exactly what Diamond needed to do, okay? All this time, he might have had Diamond wrong, but now he sees, fuck, they had 25 guns get turned down. I mean, it's a small dent, but it's a start. That's all he's saying. So because he's so pleased with Diamond, no piss test today, okay? You keep up the good work. And Diamond was like, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Now, Miguel is talking to Chavo because he wants to do business with him again. And he trying to hit him up on the Latinos got to stick together kind of angle. And Chavo was just looking at him like, for real? I know you came all the way down here to say, let's work together. You know me, I'm a numbers man, so tell me the numbers. Okay, how's this going to benefit Chavo? Him and the DSDs is good, so they don't even need Miguel's product. Yeah, he made a deal with the redhead white boy. He said that in Spanish, but I gave you a little Spanish accent on it. The white boy that's running with CBI, and Miguel was like, Tommy fucking Egan. Ain't this about a bitch? I said you should have listened to your mama. Yep, and he got a hell of a deal, a big-ass gang coalition. You thought you was the only connect in Chicago, huh? Wrong. Miguel was just like, but Tommy Egan gets his product through me. And then Chavo was just like, well, then I'm already your customer. Okay, that's even better. Let's keep it that way. And Chavo walk off and Miguel is like, son of a bitch. Now Tommy goes to check up on Jenard. And you working with Claudia? He got him all hemmed up against the wall. Jenard was like, no, Tommy. Let go of me, Tommy. Let me go. Is that what that bitch ass nigga Vic told you? And he working with his sister? Yes, he did, actually. Tommy lets him go. He's like, I ain't working with that girl. Come on, Tommy, you think I'm really stupid enough to fuck with Becky and her good hair? We don't know what you stupid enough to do. You've been stupid enough to do quite a bit, Jenard. I passed on that shit. Ain't nothing good happened to my people when you work with the Europeans. You must have forgot that I ran CBI for 15 years. I said, oh, nigga, no, you forgot. Your friend had to remind you the other day. You got this coalition going, ain't no telling who talking. Jenard was just like, nigga, you got all these people in this damn gang coalition that's really, really shabby, and you worried about me talking? Okay, you working with Vic Flynn, and you worried about me? And you think Vic Flynn give a fuck about you? And Tommy was just like, let me worry about Vic Flynn. But I know one thing, if you ever get approached by Claudia again, you better let Tommy fucking know. And then Tommy gonna lower the boom on him and say, don't let me regret letting you back in the CBI. I said, what? I know that shit had to piss off Jenard. Motherfucker done went from running CBI for 15 years to taking order from Tommy Egan, who came in from New York just not too long ago and already got everything on lock. Jenard, you weren't doing things correctly. Hell, Jenard don't even know what Shantae doing down there. And speaking of Shantae is at the gym, and Claudia shows up again. Well, I don't know if they're at the gym. I don't know where they were. But anyway, she was just like, oh, there's been a change in plans. And Shantae was just like, yeah, I don't really do too well with plans, girl. So we'll spill it out. Okay. She says, the Serbs, they've stepped up their protection and they know about, the Viagra triangle. And before Claudia could finish, Shantae was just like, oh, so they want a cut in? I don't think so. Not of my profits. Because my profits already some bullshit. Now you trying to tell me that I got to be splitting shit with the Serbs too? She was like, fuck them, I'll be your protection. I was like, I don't know, Claudia. Now, I know that Shantae the showstopper is quite impressive and all, but remember who you talking to now. And Claudia was just like, no. With Tommy being with CBI, we do need their protection. We need them. But then Claudia starts thinking about it. She was like, unless you're ready to go to war with the Serbs. That might be good for Claudia too. And then Shantae thought about it. She's like, nah, no war. I was like, I didn't think you want your head chopped off by these Serbs, did you, Shantae? Shantae was just like, okay, you know what? That's fine. Cut them on in. Okay, I guess this business can go 3 ways now. Now, Diamond's at the shop and Tommy texts him and lets him know, okay, they meeting with the SODs at 6 o'clock tonight. Okay, make sure you there. Okay, now Diamond knows this. Anyway, he's feeling good at the barbershop. Here come Leon and Leon mama. Okay, and Leon got stars in his eyes. He's excited. Guess what? I'm gonna be on TV. What? Really? That's great. Yes, he gonna be on TV. It's with his anti-violence campaign that he was doing. You know, he gonna get all gussied up and go and tell the people something. Okay, Diamond's real proud of him. He gonna be there. He wouldn't miss it. What time is it gonna be? He said, oh, it's gonna be tonight at 7:30, you know. And Diamond, now remember, he just got this text message. He got this look on his face. And then the mama was just like, baby, it looks like Diamond is busy. David is busy, sorry. David is busy and he won't be able to make, oh, no, I didn't say that. I didn't say I was busy. I'll be there. And I was just like, yeah, because it's 7:30, Diamond, and you shouldn't be at the SODs that long. You know, maybe you can just come up with a cold or a little sniff, a cough or something, and tell them that you need to go. Okay? But don't fucking leave Tommy hanging, Diamond. Okay? I need you to do the right thing on this one. You can still do both. So Diamond tells him that he gonna be there. They excited, they leave, and then Diamond calls Che. And was just like, hey, I need you to do something, to do a favor for me. Next thing we know, we see Tommy and Vic waiting for Diamond to show up at the meet point at 6 o'clock, and Jenard walked. I said, I know the fuck. I know Diamond didn't think it was a good idea to send Jenard on this. Yes, I understand that Jenard used to run things and everything, but Jenard has had a significant fall from grace. Anybody want to talk to this crackhead? Okay, but fuck it. Jenard is the best we can do. You know, Tommy was just like, where the fuck is Diamond at? Clearly that his fucking head ain't in the game, but he can't even worry about it right now, okay? This is the crew he got. We about to go in here, and I need you guys to have my damn back on this. Okay, please, thank you. So we go on in there. Tommy is trying to talk shop to the people. You know, he was just like, it's all this bad blood and this bad history that we used to have, but y'all still fighting over shit that happened 2 years ago. I was like, Tommy, really? I mean, you held a grudge on plenty of people for years that we saw in power. But now all of a sudden you want them to turn their back on 2 years? I don't think so. And the guy just looking at Tommy because he don't know him. I mean, he heard about him, great white hype and all of that, but where's Diamond? And Tommy was just like, oh, he had some shit that he had to take care of. It was important. He was like, and more important than this? And Jenard was just like, oh, you know, it ain't like that. You know, my pops died. You know, Diamond had to take care of some things. But Diamond want to make things right. So Tommy explains to him that now that they done cut off the Serbs, that they can come to Tommy to get whatever they need. Let's make this money, or like how we used to say in New York, let's take this money. Okay? Famous last words. Before anybody could even get a laugh or offended by it or whatever, next thing you know, the Serbs bust in. Mirkovic right in the middle of it. I said Mirkovic say he runs this show and he shows up when he got to do an ambush. He in the middle of these motherfuckers. I mean, this thing, they ain't nobody trying to take cover. We just shooting 6 over here, 6 over here. They all standing in the middle of the way, just pow, 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 like target practice. I said, nobody gonna duck behind nothing, huh? I mean, every now and then somebody ducking behind something, but Mirkovic never did duck. I said, Mirkovic is not new to this. He true to this, baby. He in the middle of the way, ain't got hit by a bullet or nothing, okay? But motherfuckers is getting hit, but not Mirkovic, you know, so it looked like it's one guy left and he right next to Tommy. He about to get Tommy, okay? And Jenard sees him and he see Tommy. This is the perfect moment for Jenard. He could just kill Tommy and end all his problems. But I was like, I hope you're smarter than that, because you killed Tommy, you still gonna get killed, okay? So act like you got some damn sense, Jenard. So Jenard shoots one of Mirkovic's men, all right? So then Tommy sees that Mirkovic and his boys, they retreat, the ones that he got left. When they leave, you know, the old boy from the SOD was like, these motherfuckers got the nerve to come to my fucking house with this bullshit? Yeah, cut us in. Fuck the Serbs. Okay? Yeah, we gonna definitely do business, because, honey, don't nobody do the SODs this way. So they leave from there, and, hey, crisis averted. It could have been way worse. Everybody's about to leave, and Jenard was just like, I mean, you could say thank you, white boy. you know. And Tommy was just like, okay, I mean, I was wrong, okay? You trustworthy. But what the fuck is going on with Diamond? Like, where is he? Okay, he really could have fucked this whole deal up not showing up. I need you to get in touch with him, find out where his head is at. And also, the feds is all over us. Okay, so you need to be careful. Check on your brother, but also you need to kind of be looking over your shoulder. Really, once you talk to Diamond, you need to let that nigga know that he needed to prioritize. He could have still came. That meeting was only 6 minutes, and I know because I timed it. I told you Diamond trying to do too many things. But Diamond, where's this nigga? This nigga at the shop. Okay? Like the proud papa that he's not. You know, like Leon coming there, you know, Leon ready for his camera time tonight. You know, and he even got a tie, but he don't know how to tie his tie. And you know, Jamal ain't worth a damn. He ain't taught this boy how to tie no fucking shoe, let alone a tie. So, hey, Diamond is around. Sorry, David. I keep on forgetting you guys. David, here, let me help you. You know, all you got to do is you put it around your neck. You know, you have the thinner side over here and the thicker side, and you bring this around and you put it, and you know, so the boy is trying to do it and he messing up. Oh shoot, forget it, I don't even want to wear no stupid tie. And Diamond's like, no, you can't give up. Okay, just take this, bring this around, you know. Oh, that Diamond, he's so proud. Oh, you a smart boy. You gonna go to college. Okay, you gonna make your mama and me proud. All right, we gonna be settled down in a house somewhere in Chicago. You know, you gonna come by and visit us and everything. And then at nighttime, I'm gonna go out and be a drug dealer. Yeah, Diamond can't wait. All right. But he was just like, come on, boy, I'm gonna take you home, you know, so he can get ready for his big day. So he drives him on home and he drops him off, you know, tells him that he gonna be watching him on TV from home, you know, break a leg. The young Leon is walking to his house, and then here come the heavies, the neighborhood heavies out of nowhere. I said, nigga, y'all ain't got shit else to do than fuck with this little boy. I mean, was y'all laying and waiting for this boy? This boy ain't did nothing to y'all, okay? Hey, boy! What you doing over there? Diamond hears him and he turns around. And first he about to go over there. I said, Diamond, you might want to go over there. Now, you know people don't just fight with fists anymore. Okay? But Diamond didn't go over there. And sure enough, the boys went over there and they fucking with Leon and pushing him around and everything. And next thing you know, Leon take off his jacket. I was just like, okay, Leon fixing to handle this. He don't need David. And so while Diamond is watching from across the street, Leon goes up to the young man and gives him a good 1-2 combo. Oh boy gets hit pretty hard. You know, he's shocked. But I was just like, oh shit, Leon. I hope you got a gun somewhere with your son, because it's fixing to turn. And sure enough, old boy pulls out a gun and Diamond sees it happening before Leon even does. You know, Diamond's like, no! And Diamond starts running over there, and the guy goes and just shoots and kills Leon right there. Okay? And Diamond runs up to him, just like, no! Oh, Leon, wake up! It's me! Stay in there, hang on in there! Okay? Somebody call the ambulance! I'll call the ambulance! Okay, somebody need to come down here! There's somebody been shot! Hang on in there, Leon! Hang on! Now, see, this just happens to be coincidental. This boy got shot because he done pissed off the people in the neighborhood. It has nothing to do with Diamond or what Diamond does. However, I am about positive that mama is going to blame you, Diamond. It's coming. And sure enough, by the time the mama get down there, Diamond's sitting on the curb just looking like, oh my God. Okay? And she walk up and the police, what's the matter, David? Okay, and then before he can even answer, she see her son covered up in the street with a white cloth over him. I said, oh, poor Leon, y'all. Leon didn't even get a chance. And she run over there, oh my God, Leon, mommy's here, that's my baby, oh my God. You know, just terrible. No, none of us wants to see something like this happen to our kids, you know, in real life and even on TV. So I felt bad for Leon's mama. But Leon is dead. And you know this is going to be bad for Diamond, right? Okay, just so you know. Now, Jenard, he's at home telling Shantae how he could have easily killed Tommy. I mean, he had Tommy right in his fucking crosshairs like they was right there. Okay? But he didn't do it. She was like, good, he trusts you now. He was just like, no, baby, that's the thing. I don't really think he does. And it's just a matter of time before he find out about you and Claudia. Once he find out about that, all hell about to break loose. She was just like, oh, you ain't got to worry about Claudia. Claudia working with the damn people down there at the Viagra Triangle. Okay? The Serbs want a piece of that, so we had to go on and bring them in. What? After everything that we went through, Shantae, you gonna go and work with the serves behind my back? She was just like, nigga, it was not my choice. He was just like, but if Tommy find out about it, it's gonna fuck up everything that we've been building with him. What was all that shit you was talking the other day? You know, we fatten up the pigs, go in for the slaughter. Like, what about all that stuff? He was just like, Tommy gonna kick us to the curb if he finds out about it. But you know what Shantae said? She got a better idea. Okay? And we just gotta wait to see what it's about. In the meantime, back at the house, Kate done showed back up. And honey, Kate been on a bender. JP sees her and he turned on the light and she was just like, oh my God, turn the light out. Like, why do we need such brightness? Where you been all this time? So happy JP is back. She was like, oh, I was in New York. I had some things I had to take care of. And JP don't understand where you was doing so well with your sobriety. What was you thinking? She was just like, well, I was thinking that my son killed my grandson. And so then JP, you know, he kind of shake his head. I said, JP, I know you don't understand why Tommy does what he does when it comes to his mom, but you really need to understand that Kate is what she is. Okay? So then here go JP. Darnell is alive. You know, Tommy just had to send him away to keep him safe from the police for some... I said, don't say it, JP. Well, for some things that he did. Kate was just like, what? My grandson is alive. Why would you guys let me think that he was dead? And JP says, well, Tommy thought that it would be impossible for you to be able to keep a secret. She was like, so you let me think he was dead? I mean, damn. Well, look at you, Kate. You look a mess. And she was just like, yeah, because I thought my damn grandson was dead. It's called grief. No, Kate, realistically, you was a mess before that. Now, listen, I know you don't want to hear this, but the only one that's responsible for your sobriety is you. JP be looking at different places, too. The only one that's responsible for your sobriety is you. You know, Kate over here. So she was just like, okay, so he's alive. Where is he? And JP, no, I won't let you be in his life. If you doing drugs and drinking, I told you, the only way that you can be in Darnell's life is if you got off the drugs and the drinking. Of course that makes sense because Darnell has had such a great quality life full of inspiring people that's always pushed him in the right direction. Of course he can't be around Kate. Okay, this motherfucker out here killing cops and everything, but I guess you got to draw the line on the drugs, huh? Okay, JP was like, you a bad influence. I was just like, nigga, Chicago is a bad influence. Everything is bad where you guys are right now. How you blame all that on Kate? Now you can sober up and see your grandson and get the hell out. Now this quinceañera that Maria's having, the family is having for Maria's little cousin. Miguel and Maria standing over there and Miguel is laughing about, you know, hers, you know, going down memory lane. Remember how drunk I got at your quinceañera? Maria don't want to hear that shit. He was just like, listen, girl, everything I do for this family. I do it for you, okay? It sure don't feel like that to Maria, but she knows him well. And you know what, Miguel, I can take care of myself. We see Mama over there. She talking to the big man, you know. He congratulates her. You know, you did a very good job with the kids. You know, Maria, Miguel, and there was another one in there. I wasn't familiar with the name. But he ain't not sure that they can be protected from the Serbs, that Miguel is able to protect them from the Serbs. So he's not really sure. But anyway, he goes off to dance with the 15-year-old. So while, you know, he's busy dancing, Miguel go over there and tell Mama, like, you was right. She was just like, I knew it. And listen here, you better be careful. Okay, be careful even with Nunez, because Tommy gonna work him too. And Nunez might not be loyal to you at the end of the day. So while she over there trying to warn him about Tommy and everything, speaking of the devil, here come Tommy. Maria's sitting over there. I said, oh, Maria. Now I know not only the bubble guts, but I'm sure that she had to have her butt muscles clenched real tight. Because you know how Tommy is. You know, Tommy just come in like, hey, how y'all doing? You know, he the only white person there. Everybody is Latino, Latina, and they all enjoying this party. And you mean to tell me you coming in here and then Tommy want to talk business too? The nerve. This is not the time or the place. And Shay was like, nigga, it's always the time and the place when it's talking about business and me making money. Why not? Okay, little 15-year-old party ain't gonna stop no show. So Shay was just like, come on, have a drink. Okay, how y'all two meet? And so Miguel was about to say, but Tommy clears it up for him. Oh, no, Miguel, let me tell him. It was coming for Miguel and everything. And, you know, Tommy was able to get in there and kind of help Miguel out and save the day, you know. So really, he saved Miguel's life. And he was just like, oh, just in the right place at the right time. Okay? But a dead Serb is what we talking about. Is that right? Is that how you see it too, Miguel? And Miguel is just like, yeah, I mean, I guess. So again, we had a party, so we can't really talk shop the way that we want to. But, you know, Tommy has let Shay know about his everything and all of this. Well, Mariah's watching it and she pissed, okay? She just turned around and stormed out. I said, girl, I mean, you don't know how to act. You wear your emotions on your sleeve. You didn't think nobody was going to see you storm out, even though nobody saw her storm out. Well, Tommy saw her storm out. So he was like, you know what? I got to go. But, you know, he just tells Nunez about how great Miguel is and all this. And then he got to be out. So they going to meet later. Okay. So he rushed out after Mariah. These two, okay, star-crossed lovers out here arguing in the fucking parking lot right next to the park. I mean, all they had to do was open the door and they was gonna see Tommy and Mariah out there fussing. You know, here go Mariah. So they were like, we need to stop this. And, you know, I'm tired of this. You use me to get to Shay. And Tommy was like, do I look like I need to use you for anything? No, he wasn't like that. He was just like, no, of course I didn't. Okay? He didn't do that to use her. He really want to be with her. She tired of this shit. He tired of this shit. That's why he done sneaking around. He gonna talk to Miguel. And she was like, and do what? That's my brother, Tommy. I don't want my brother killed. Girl, well, what do you fucking want then? She want him to leave her alone. He was like, he gonna kill us both if he find out. You know, Tommy was just like, have you lost your mind? Like, I'm not leaving you alone. I'm sorry. Okay? Yeah, Mariah, Tommy he's in love with you now, so he's not going anywhere, girl. I'm sorry to tell you. So, you know, Mariah, she's so upset. She speeds off in her car and she goes home. As soon as she gets home, there's a knock at the door, child, and guess who it is? Nobody but the Attorney General, Stacy. Okay? Stick up the ass, Stacy. Can I come in? And she was just like, no, you can't. I'm sorry, bitch, I don't know. You don't give a fuck if you got questions or not. But Stacy kind of pushes her way in. I know you involved with Tommy. I said, oh, it's the shaky voice, okay? Anytime she starts sounding like Martin Luther King, y'all just need to be ready. Stacy's mad. He's a bad man, Mariah. Okay, listen, woman to woman. I said, well. Woman to woman. Tommy Egan is very dangerous. He is a bad man, a true sociopath. If you stay with him, your life could be in danger. Okay, you keep all this up and you might get pulled in on a RICO charge. Is that what you want? What I want is for you to get out of my house, lady with the bad wig. All right, fine. Stacy leaving and everything. But she turned around and she said, ask him about Lakeisha Gordon. And then she turned around. Okay, boys, let's go. I said, Stacy, you fucking cock blocker. So she go back to the office. And, you know, she working hard, Stacy. And then here come investigator hubby. He got to talk to her. Now, when Vic was in there, it was all this talk about the log. Apparently, the agents, they have to log all their whereabouts when they're on detail with somebody. And they couldn't find it when they originally found the body. But Investigator Hubby has found the log, okay? And guess the fuck what? Vic was lying because the log says that he was where he was supposed to be. And Stacy was just like, I knew it. Tell Vic Flynn to get his ass back down here. Oh, Investigator Hubby is already ahead of you. Back to Shantae and Jenard. Remember she said that she had a plan? Well, her plan was actually for them to actually go and tell Tommy what's going on. Okay, they was both like, you know, we felt like it would be better if you heard it from us. Tommy was just like, I don't like the way this is sounding. Well, bottom line is we all in with Claudia and the Serbs. He was like, the fuck? Jenard, you told me that it was just you and her. She was just like, no. Jenard didn't know anything about it. This was something that she and Claudia had came up with. But if you got a problem with it, she can cut the deal with Claudia. And Tommy thought about it. I mean, hell, there's more money for him some kind of way. And we just ain't figured it out yet. All these different, you know, connections of people. And Tommy was just like, no, you go on and stay in business with them. But you make sure that you let me know everything that's fucking going on. And she can do that, you know. He was just like, hey, Jenard, what's going on with Diamond? You talk to your brother? And he was just like, nah, I ain't talked to him. But you remember that kid Leon that he was teaching how to fight? And Tommy was like, yeah. He was just like, well, he got killed. So you already know Diamond ain't gonna let that shit go. Got to find Diamond. We see the PO. He leaving work for the day, you know, hard day at work, getting in his car. And then here go Jamal. I said, I told you guys. I told y'all last week, oh, you know, he choked him out and he ain't gonna be a problem and he gone. And remember how Leon looked at his mama and he told him, like, nothing we can't handle, right, Mom? And all this. And I was just like, no, that ain't it. That ain't it. And definitely it was not it. Because now we got Jamal. And what is Jamal doing? He's snitching. He telling the PO that David Sampson really is Diamond and he back out there on them streets. He back running CBI. He working with Tommy. Well, he ain't tell him all that, but he told him enough, okay? And you know what? The PO don't like that because what did the PO tell Diamond earlier? Don't make a fool out of me, okay? And well, looks like a fool has been made. Okay, that motherfucker playing you. And that's all you had to tell the PO. Now Diamond, he at the barbershop, and honey, Diamond is fucked up. He's upset. He already knows he done lost the love of his life. His baby boy that he had so much hope for is gone. You know, he's drinking some damn cheap ass vodka out of a thing, or maybe tequila. He's drinking it, you know, white. You know, white make you act a goddamn fool, right? Okay. So he's drinking it and shit. One of his workers come in and Diamond was like, nigga, I told you to get rid of that shit. And he was just like, man, Tommy already said we got to be moving stuff around the feds. There's too much going on out there. Like, what you want me to do with this? You just said it right there. Okay? Set it down right there and get the fuck out. Okay? So old boy was like nothing but a word. He tired anyway. It's shift over. So he set the shit down, the bag of money there, and he leave. I was like, Diamond, is this a good idea to just have a bag of money just sitting there? You real drunk like this, mad money, you PO out there getting tips from pissed off baby daddies and shit. Like, maybe you need to sober it up, son. This is exactly what I meant when I told you that the women was gonna have them off balance, okay? Look at Diamond. This nigga pick up the bag, and I guess in his inebriated state, he thought this was the best time to just decide to pour the money all over him. Okay, so he in the seat. He got loads and loads of money. I was like, I'll just take 3 stacks of that, you know, for my student loans. Goddamn, every time I see all this money, I just keep on thinking about all the shit that I could do with that money. Like, can you just give me a few stacks? That's it. He laying there knocked out sleep, dead sleep with money all over him. I said, this ain't gonna go away. Now that they got Vic down there, now Stacy is pissed off. She said, now listen here, you lied to us and you gonna tell me the truth. Okay? Because we got the log and we see that Vargas was exactly where he said that he was going to be. And Vic was just like, okay, and what they got to do with me? Okay, because Vic was where he was supposed to be. Okay, she was like, your deal is null and void. He was like, the hell it is. She said, oh, I'm the one calling the shots. Unless you can implicate Tommy in this Vargas murder, you are going to jail for the rest of your life. Okay? Now, investigator hubby is standing there too, and he realizes that his ex-wife is going off the deep end. He like, Stacy, baby, let's go outside and talk. She said, unless you tell me that Tommy killed Vargas, you are going to jail for the rest of your life. Okay? Oh, Stacy, you sure you don't want to come out here? She looking at Vic. What's it gonna be, Vic? And Vic says, all right, Tommy is the one who killed Vargas. She said, I knew it. And the investigator hubby just rolls his eyes like, oh my God. Like, did you just really make this man say that Tommy did something that he didn't do? Yes, that's exactly what she did. But hubby don't like this. And Tommy is talking to his lawyer. And the lawyer is just like, listen, Tommy, I ain't in it like that. But listen, if I was a betting woman, I would tell you that there's a snitch, a high operating snitch that is working with the feds. Okay? You need to get on it. And Tommy was just like, he definitely will. But hell, Tommy, the list, okay? It could be Claudia, it could be Vic, it could be Jenard, hell, it could be Diamond. So Tommy goes to the shop and Diamond is there. He's like, Diamond, what the fuck's going on? I've been trying to reach you all day. Why you sitting here in the dark? Okay, he turns the light on, and honey, Diamond is drunk, knocked out, money everywhere. He was just like, the fuck, Diamond, this ain't good. You can't have all this money like this just sitting here. So Tommy rushes up to the chair. He trying to put the money back in the bag, and who should walk in but pissed off parole officer. Fresh off of what Jamal just told him, okay? And so he come in the door, and Tommy shows his gun to Diamond, like, look, I can kill this nigga right now if I need to. And Diamond shake his head like, no, don't do it, okay? So Tommy was like, fine, I'm backing up, but I'm standing here and I'm watching. The PO, he don't realize that he walked in there and he's not talking to David Sampson anymore. Now he's talking to Diamond, okay? Diamond even had to let Tommy know that this is Diamond that he talking to. He is what he is, and that's all that he is, okay? He's Popeye the Sailor Man. Oh, that's so funny and stupid to me. But anyway, so the PO is just like, you made a fool of me, and I told you don't make no fool out of me. You always gonna be what you was. The same old drug dealer, Diamond Sampson. I thought that you had changed, but you didn't. And you going back to prison now. That's all he know is you going back to jail. Tommy starts to make a move towards the damn PO, and the PO look over his shoulder. He said, I would stay exactly where I was if I was you. And Diamond was just like, I ain't going back to jail. And baby, he threw his razor, and that shit hit the PO right about right here in the throat. I said, oh shit, that gotta hurt. The PO was like, he would be bleeding out. Tommy is like, oh shit. He goes and locks the door so nobody comes. I said, nigga, turn the light off. Y'all sitting in a fishbowl, okay? But he runs back up to him, and the Diamond was just like, nigga, they wanted the old Diamond. They got the old Diamond back. Tommy at first was a little concerned, but then when he stood behind a Diamond in the mirror, could see how serious Diamond's face was. I was like, Tommy, this is the Diamond that you need, okay? We don't know this Diamond. This is the Diamond that we've only heard about. But apparently this is the one that you need. And Tommy knows that. So he kind of got a smirk on his face like, okay, you know, maybe now this nigga is 100% in now that he got his heart broke. Okay? And yeah, it's too bad about young Leon. We didn't want to see him die or nothing like that. But you know what? Tommy is going to take this win. All right? He got crazy Diamond now. But I'm going to get on off of here, you guys. Make sure that you thumbs up the video, comment, subscribe to the channel. I'm itsrox. The channel is itsrox. Everything else I do be in the bottom bar. All right. So I hope that you have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day. And I plan on doing the same. Till next time, rock stars. Bye.